Howdy ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'm going to talk to you guys about what happened in my first ever platform Cash Cup this season, and what I learned from these mistakes, or what I've learned from these games. I placed top 4%, I got 65 points at the end, 20 points from top 15. Not a bad score, but definitely can be worked upon. If you find yourself liking this video, make sure to subscribe and like this video. It means a lot. With that all being said, enjoy the video. Dropping into this first game, I landed the Lake by Stark Industries. Only one person contested me, so I ended up box fighting and got a nice crack on him. Nothing really much happened except he ran into the house, boxed up, and peace controlled him to get the kill. My next guy was in Craggy Cliffs. During this tournament, I really did find out that impulses are very useful for taking height, and I didn't really use that to my advantage, as you can see with this player. My main objective coming with Craggy was to get this blue pump upgrade to purple, which I did. He comes down, box fights me. I make two stupid window edits, which he gets a nice pre-fire off of. Also, with this first game, I missed a lot of shots, so now, which means I definitely need to learn how to take time with my shots and make sure that I'm actually hitting. This kid had a really good ping, but also I was just really not warmed up since this was my first game and I wasn't playing. But he took my cone, floor, gets a nice shot, and then I box up. And then from there, he just proceeds to finish me. This game was more placement. Dropping into my second game, I land Slurpy Swamp. I see a pump on the ground and try to contest it, but miss. I'll try to go for the shotgun, but he hits me for 90. That was the critical shot. Oh my god. And he ends up pickaxing me to end my game. For my 7th game, I landed. This game was pretty straightforward. Landed, got a purple pump, blast chugs, and fought a player. One takeaway from this fight is more aim training and opponent tracking. Oh my god, he has 7 fucking health. My god, like how do you fucking get that shot off? That just doesn't make sense to me. I have the right hand peek. For game 5, I landed Tony Stark's Lake. I was contested. This kid you see in the truck chased me all the way from my landing spot, so I decided to finally fight him. Fight lasted a long time, so I'm gonna skip to the good stuff. I had the majority of this fight, and eventually I got a nice box on him, 80, and finished him off with an AR. This next kid I fight had absolutely no incentive to push me, but still pushes me just for the W key. These clips I was trying to pre-fire him, but he gets his floor in. I go around the corner, get a nice shot. I should have pushed this because he was now on the defensive, but I didn't. And then later on hurts me. Eventually this kid drops into my box. I try for a cheeky side edit to get a shot with the window. He faces right through it, and with a couple shots missed, I end up losing that fight and have to heal up. He challenged me but dropped down, so I follow and start shooting him. I drop down, try to connecting, but I actually lag, and now I'm box fighting down here. Eventually he comes out of his little shithole, But the one thing I should have done is definitely put pressure while he was in his box. Another thing that I really was unfortunate was I used way too much mats, which I wish I would have made sure how much I had, and if I could even afford build fighting. You'll see that come into effect very soon. Another thing that was really big problem with this fight was I was constantly missing shots, not taking time for my shots either, and that eventually gets me eliminated. On to the next game. For game 6, I went at Tony Stark's Lake again. Nothing much happened, so I made sure that I was fully stacked, looted up. Made sure that my mats were full on brick and metal. I then hopped in a truck to go to Craggy and take a rift all the way to upgrade my blue pump to purple. Once I upgraded my pump to purple, I rotated a zone and someone chased me. This kid that proceeds to push me with a truck and hops out, tags me for 50. I box him like an absolute fish, but he proceeds to 150 crack me and I miss my shot. He bounce pads up when I try to box fight to pop some sort of healing. Got the ball first try and I dip off. I did stay very aggro against this player. Still keeping height. Box him one more time, but he kills me. I had him fucking boxed. For game 7, I landed Tony Stark's Lake again. As you watch this clip of me wooding up this place, I would just like to say that I am a very passive player. I do not like taking fights as much as Fraggers would because I am an IGL, but when it comes to it, that I have to take a fight, I will. But looking back at the footage, I could definitely tell that most of the fights that I was taking throughout this tournament were very stupid and were not winnable because of third parties and lack of loot. I wasn't contested, but I had to fight this kid who rotated from wherever he came from. I got some early off shots and lots of piece control. Right off the bat, I knew this kid was terrible and not at my skill level, so I took the fight. Oh shit. Constantly running away from me. I finally pin him into the house, get a 100 crack, and then a nice headshot to finish the kill. This clip that was the end of this game is a perfect example of me taking stupid fights. Before this, I third-partied this fight and did not receive any kills from it, so I should have dipped off. I ran out of mats really fast because I was overbuilding and not putting enough pressure. And that eventually kills me. On to the next game. Dropping into my 8th game, I land Craggy Cliffs. I know I'm contested by 2 other opponents, so they fight it out on the south side, and then I head over to third party. I drop down from height, and as soon as he does it, he pops out and gets a nice shot at me. I end up boxing up, getting a nice 128 crack on him. I don't know what I was thinking, but I crash pad off the builds and just box up and try to heal. But he falls, I use to get a nice peanut butter shot. Fuck you, fucking shitter. And I killed him. Later on in the game, I really stay a house in Missy Meadows and box up. I see a kid that across from me. I'm not really supposed to take these fights, but I do, and end up box fighting him. I get a nice cone in. He was face through, so I can edit the cone. But I go for peanut butter, crack him, try to get an edit. It's a simple window peek, and that finishes him off. I use my angles really well at that fight. I pull next zone, so I get a free rotation, and I easily make it to the next zone. I did not pull the next zone, so I must rotate. With a simple floor and stair. It got a little too hectic for me, so I used the crash pad that I had and rotated with it. That got me really good location into zone, but I started. Oh my god! Oh my god! I eventually worked my way into that zone and shoot out height. Now knowing that height is free, I take it and start applying pressure. Kid knocks me down, but so I fight that kid and I kill him. I grab his mats and start building. I know there's 2 kids still above me, so let them fight it out. One thing I could have easily done is knocked them both out because it was held on by literally nothing. But he makes his way down, hit it for about 50 or 40, and just from there, it's just a simple kill by that kid. GG's, very good placement, very good kills, great game. For my second to last game, I landed Stark's Lake. Going into this game, I knew that I had to get placement. That's the only way I was going to proceed and get higher into the ranks. I had really good rotation, so I knew that I could easily get in the new zones as quick as possible with the rotation items. This in turn saved me a lot of mats and very accessible ways of surviving this match. As you saw there, it saved me lots of mats to be able to rotate into the new zone as quick and easy as possible. We want to let this raw footage play out. This triangle rotation is very, very, very important and useful in rotating situations like this. Now here I got cucked by someone else going above me, and then all of a sudden I started lagging with the red X. It would not let me jump onto the builds, and I end up dying. Dude, I fucking lagged! That's so annoying! I was pretty mad, but it was a good point in this game. GG's. Now you're probably wondering why Disjoint is not falling out of the battle bus and saying, in game blank, I'm going blank. Well, this game didn't have that big of a point gain, and I didn't really think it was that worth it showing, other than the death. I'll roll the death, and I'll go to the outro. Fucking hell. And that is it. That is my first Platform Cash Cup this season. Overall, I think it went really well. I had really good placement, great rotation, and overall I was just thinking very smart. Now, did I get the end result that I wanted? No, I did not win money. But it did teach me valuable lessons, like definitely box fighting and getting more practice in with box fights, aim training, more of that, and build fights. If you like this video, make sure to drop a like, make sure to subscribe. It means the world to me, and it is free. Anyways, peace.